Welcome inside the Jubilee Recreation Center. It is Cody Jansen with you on CROW LAX TV. We got a bit of Friday night Tier 1 action in the Junior B circuit. The 4th Saskatchewan Rebels hosting the Edmonton Warriors. Thanks for joining us this evening. And of course, if you enjoy watching free lacrosse in the North, be sure to hit that subscribe button and support us all season long. At the dot, Brendan on a fry check for the Warriors. For 4th Saskatchewan, Fraser Barrett steps in. Face-off violation gets called, and 4th Saskatchewan gets the ball to start. These two teams 1-1 against each other this season. McCallion's in tight early, and he scores. Josh McCallion draws first blood 14 seconds in, and it's the 4th Saskatchewan Rebels who go up 1-0. The feed comes from Caden Pickering, and it's Josh McCallion to walk in and rip one low to the glove side on Tate Pinch, and it's 1-0 for the Rebels. Rebels get possession off that face-off. Back to Alec Zorniak, first rounder from this past year's draft. Up top is Caden Pickering. McCallion sings this one down into the corner. 45 seconds into period number 1. Pass across intended for Jackson Kohut. In transition, back the other way. Caden Gulka's got a breakaway. Gulka with the fake, and the save is made by Riker Gamble. Gamble getting his first Tier 1 game in here. The Lloydminster Tier 2 product, as Miller's scrim shot takes one off the coconut. Call coming against the Edmonton Warriors. Reed Lowe's up top. Kohut thought about stepping down into one. Quick stick by Simonson. Save made by Tate Pinch. Power play upcoming as Dane Menon's going to go to the sin bin. 18:34 left to go in period number 1. Rebels up 1-0. Headed to the power play. Jackson Kohut is up top. Menon's off for slashing. Tate Pinch is your starter between the pipes for the Edmonton Warriors this evening. Baker has Peterson on the back pedal. Pickering left side. McCallion in the middle. Ball got popped back to Kohut. Pickering won't shoot. Kohut will. Save made by Tate Pinch. Ball on the ground. McCallion scoops it back to Kohut, and they get the reset. Pickering's in the corner. Peterson's behind the cage. McCallion open the scoring. Over to Baker. He'll step down. Shoulder save by Cold Lake's Tate Pinch. Now Andrews gets rocked by Pickering. McCallion bobbled it for a second. This one's going to bounce back by the benches. McCallion took one into his own bench. Got to be careful in those change boxes, but no harm, no foul. Baker, Kohut. He'll try and go stick side this side. Tate Pinch with the save. Warriors still on the penalty kill for 55 seconds. It's Graham Dickett. Dickett 1-on-4, pushed back. Dickett now, swim move towards the net, around Vetch. Tries to dunk it in, but he misses the target. Could have ate off a little bit more time on that clock, but Graham Dickett decided to go for a shorty. Left up top for Jackson Baker. 19 goals, 20 assists this season. Jackson Kohut still up top on the power play. He'll be your quarterback. McCallion does it on the shot clock. Baker from outside. Save made on the rebound. Scores. Reed Lowe picks up the rebound and puts it in the back of the net. It's 2-0 Fort Saskatchewan. Three minutes and 5 seconds in, and Fort Saskatchewan's rolling. They're up by a pair on the Edmonton Warriors. Pinch made that first save, the rebound perfectly out to Lowe, and he makes no mistake to double the lead. Cohunt's going to grab an assist on the power play as well. Now it's Calix Simonson. Couple of overtime goals already this season for the rookie. Playing against his brother Sebastian tonight. Simonson through the middle. Ball got knocked down. He got it back, but a call's coming, and I believe it's going to be on Fort Saskatchewan and possibly another as Reed Lowe got the second whistle. Cross-check and a 10-minute misconduct, I believe. So it'll just be a 5-on-4, but Reed Lowe, after scoring, will be sitting in the sin bin till at least the 6:21 mark. I believe there was a Warrior who hopped in the penalty box as well. They'll pull him out, and Liam Pennick gets to head back to his bench. Warriors going to the power play, 7-2 this season. Their last loss came against the Fort Saskatchewan Rebels on Sunday, 12-8. The Rebels won. They did meet one time before that as well. It was a 19-11 win in favor of Edmonton. Sebastian Simonson up top on this power play. Dewart is on his left, behind the net for Dickin, off the back of the netminder's head, and this is going to bounce all the way back to Simonson. Tate Pinch has to step out. He'll throw a lob over to Simonson. Shot clock winding down. Pass over to Ben Royer, and he can't handle. Miller scrimshaw, bobbled it for a second, and now he runs into traffic, and he's stripped of the ball. Christian Lanthier stepped in front of him, and now he's got Ben Royer waiting back in the D zone. Warriors on the power play. 70 seconds left on the power play. Ben Royer back over to Dickin. He'll walk himself into the slot. Simonson has helping Luke Royer over to Dickin. Quick stick goes wide. 7 on the shot clock. Simonson's up top. Dewart takes. Save made by Gamble. Ethan Hackett trying to run it up shorthanded. Ben Royer steps into him, and now a 10-second count gets called. Another look with 40 seconds left in the power play. Simonson awaits the help of Josh Dewart. Ben Royer cradles behind the net. Now Luke Royer with the rucks. Pass intended for Ben Royer. I don't think he was expecting that. Has to pick it off the bounce. 10 to shoot. Defend. Now it's Dewart trying to go 5-hole, and save made by Gamble. Pass was scooped for Reese Walsh, and he's going to bobble this a couple of times. Runs over it, and now they'll say handball. I'm not sure he got that with his hand officially. I think he took a swat at it. And now Vade, yep's going to say, hey, slow it down, because Reed Lowe, who I thought originally got the 10, but maybe not so much. Dickin to the middle, slides inside it, he scores. Graham Dickin's got the Warriors on the board. It's 2-1. Power play won't work, but Graham Dickin fights his way out in front, gets around a couple of defenders, and goes glove side high on Riker Gamble to make it a 2-1 game. .13 left to go in period number 1. Warriors on the board, 6 minutes in. Gulka steps into Peterson. On a fry, checks in to help. Loose ball on the ground, grabbed by Kyler Andrews. On a fry check, the face-off Wizard. He'll slow it down and get some help from Brody Stachniak. No Cole Stachniak in this game. It's grad weekend. Also missing Tristan Crundwell for that reason. Sebastian Simonson peels it up top. Pass over to Dewart. Stachniak way up top. Luke Royer slows it down. Simonson, 4 to shoot. Pushed back by Scrimshaw. It gets a cause turnover and a loose ball. Zorniak whips it down for McKenzie. Kohut cutting through the middle, well defended by Lanthier. McKenzie will stay and play on offense here. Dozen to work with on the buzzer. Reed low, flip inside. McCallion, one hand on his stick, and a huge save by Tate Pinch. Impressive. McCallion got that off. And Tate Pinch with the save. And a call is coming against the Edmonton Warriors as Rex Wolney heads to the sin bin. Second power play of the game coming for Fort Saskatchewan. McCallion now will play that righty shooter spot. Ball got picked off by Caden Gulka, and Gulka's got his second breakaway of the game. All alone, stopped by Gamble. Riker Gamble, short-handed, makes the big save on Caden Gulka. Rebels still on the power play. Kohut, a little bit of a fake step down. Reed Lowe will play the creased righty spot. Now it's over to Kohut, trying to go low to low. Pinch makes the save, and he jumps on the rebound. Outlet for Liam Pennick. All the way over to Luke Royer off his stick and into Fort Saskatchewan's bench. Warriors would have been able to kill another 17 seconds off that penalty, but can't complete the pass, and it ends up out of play. Darren Braille settled down the power play here. They still have half of it left to work with. Kohut on the run. McCallion now to the middle. Over to Peterson, back for Lowe. He runs himself out of real estate. They'll have to reset. Jackson Baker now puts one right in the logo at Tate Pinch. Easy save for Tate Pinch as he's going to track the ball well. He's been known to do that. If you want to beat him, you got to get him moving north-south. Here's Ben Royer now, down by one and short-handed. Graham Dickett, pump fake, shot got blocked by Fraser Barrett. Rebels on the run out of their own zone. Zorniak with the outlet. Fraser Barrett spent some time already this year with the Edmonton Junior A Miners. Leaves it for Jackson Kohut. 8 seconds on the power play. Calix Simonson's the fifth forward. Kohut back for Lowe. Short side. He had a little bit of space, but that one's not going to sneak by Pinch. Bouncing ball, grabbed by Wolney. Rex Wolney with a one-on-one. 3 defenders circle around him. He's still got the ball and miraculously comes out of the pile with it. 10:50 left to go in period one. Graham Dickett right around Vetch towards the cooker. Ball goes high and wide. It's popped out, and here goes Riley Longmire. One of the fastest players on the Junior Beast circuit. Longmire has the captain Peterson up top. He'll sling one down for McCallion. McCallion in tight for Barrett. Passes behind him. Stretch is going to bounce, and Lanthier awaits. Now swim move around Peterson. Calix Simonson and Peterson are going to get caught back. So you got a couple of forwards on defense. Seam pass picked off by Simonson. Off the bench is Reed Lowe. Calix Simonson down to Lowe in tight, trying to pull it back short side, and Tate Pinch doesn't bite on it and covers that short side seal. Brendan on a fry check. Drops it back in the corner. Not a traditional forward, but as well, he can set a pick better than most in this league. Over to Dickett. Again, tries that toe drag in tight. Over to Simonson, but he steps in the crease before getting the one-timer off. Halfway through this first frame, Fort Saskatchewan's up 2-1 on CROW LAX TV. Seth McKenzie drives. Shoulder save made by Pinch, but he cut through the crease. Ball left for Dane Mennett. Up to Graham Dickett. 20 goals. 21 goals on the season. We'll count tonight. Ben Royer, shifty move underside. trying to go low to high. Ball got blocked by Zorniak. Push is going to get called on Walsh, so the Warriors get a reset. Luke Royer and Ryland Walsh having a couple of words. Dewart's in the corner. Simonson's out in front. Save made by Gamble. Riker Gamble, the Lloydminster product, gets the call up for a couple of games. He's starting tonight. We'll see about tomorrow. Reese Walsh trying to catch pinch off guard. Ends up testing the backboard instead. Coleman Carey, the big lefty, stripped by Walsh. He'll try hover over top of it. 20 on the shot clock. Ball went back, and now the Rebels are going to reset. Grayson Albrecht, the younger brother of Carter Albrecht, not in the lineup tonight. Inside feed for Reedlow. He got stick checked. Battle ensues in the corner. Warriors come out with it, and it's the big man, Brendan on a fry chuck. He'll run. He's got Royer and Simonson with him. On a fry chuck, takes it himself and scores. Tie ball game. It's Brendan on a fry chuck with the Warriors' second. Sprints it up the floor, 200 feet himself, and on a fry chuck finds the back of the net to get us to level ground with 8:01 left to go in period number 1. On a fry chuck has his second of the season, and the Edmonton Warriors down 2-0 at one point, have us tied at 2-2. On a fry chuck, he'll grab a face-off win here as well. Josh Dewart slows it down. Dewart finds Ben Royer. 5 points against the Rebels on Sunday. Flip pass, grabbed by Calix Simonson. Airborne, out for Matthew Vetch. McCallion's off the bench. Vetch hits McCallion again, trying to go short side. Save made by Pinch, and he's run down into the end boards by Rex Wolney. Dane Menon has the extra tape on his helmet to keep that strap on. Stripped by Walsh, and a push in the back means Fort Saskatchewan will get possession. Jackson Kohut, 20 points on the season. He's had a couple of looks here tonight already. Hasn't been able to capitalize. Josh McCallion over to Kohut, has to track it down. Peterson will. 8 to shoot. Back to McCallion. Short side save made. Rebound stopped as well by the Warriors netminder. Tate Pinch is now up to 9 or 10 saves in this game, and boy, half a dozen have been A+. Simonson has Luke Royer on the run. Dewart half wall back pedal. Simonson now. He'll take it right in the logo of Gamble. Has McKenzie on the run, and he puts one on a rope to him. McKenzie bobbles it off the concrete, and Simonson right back to recover. Simonson playing against his brother tonight. Jogs it up the floor. Return feed got knocked out, and they'll say it's Warrior ball. Dewart keeps it hot. Brody Stachniak. Around the horn, Sebastian Simonson. Dewart with 15 to shoot. Simonson now, flip inside. Royer falling down. Save made by Gamble. 5:40 left to go in period number 1. Albrecht peels it back. Gulka's going to throw him down to the ground. Albrecht still has it. Has to keep it alive. He still hasn't moved on from it, though. Now he'll dish it back for Simonson. Just 10 for the Rebels to work with. They'll keep Scrimshaw on defense. Lowe will take the shot. Save made by Pinch. And McCallion reaches into the crease for the rebound, which you can't do. Gulka pushes it up the floor. Left pad saved by Gamble. Ben Royer now inside feet. Defended by Hackett, and it's Riker Gamble to settle it down. Seth McKenzie's in the corner, under 5 to play in the opening frame. Finds McCallion, 5-hole attempt. Tate Pinch with a good save, and he drops on it as well. Tate Pinch has been the story of period number 1 for the Edmonton Warriors. Didn't play a week ago. Lucas Bayek got the start. Pinch has a .796 save percentage this season. Graham Dick into the net. He's got his second, and the Warriors have a lead. Now we get a little bit of extra after the fact, and Ben Royer is going to be taking one. Unsportsmanlike is going to be the call. Avoids a 10-minute misconduct, which the refs haven't been shy to hand out so far. And so it will be a goal for the Warriors, but a power play coming up for the Rebels. Third power play of the game for Fort Saskatchewan. They're 50% on the man advantage. Jackson Kohut now. Little toe drag to the net. Bounces this one wide. Pop fly. Grabbed by Gulka. There might not be a better loose ball monster in Tier 1 lacrosse than Caden Gulka. When you're talking class of his own, he's probably got 8 to 10 loose balls already this period. We're talking Jake Withers numbers, and he doesn't take faceoffs. Dewar on the run. 5-hole save made by Gamble. Ethan Peterson's up top on the power play. 62 seconds left for the man advantage. Shots per the scoreboard tied at 13 apiece right now. Warriors up by 1. Does it on the shot clock. Rebels on the power play. Kohut over to Baker. Save made by Pinch. Loose ball's free, and Jackson Baker slows it down. He's 1 away from 20 goals on this season. Pass for Reed low in the corner. McCallion's going to step in and grab it. Josh McCallion, far side. Baker grabs some air. Save made by Tate Pinch. Rebels got a couple early on the Cold Lake kid, but haven't been able to solve them since. Graham Dickin will be defended by Matthew Vetch. Help in the form of Ben Rayno. Dewar trying to drive, pushed back by Walsh. In front, Luke Royer bounces one home. Luke Royer shorthanded, and it's a 4-2 game. Luke Royer's got his 17th of the season. And the Edmonton Warriors are up 4-2 on Fort Saskatchewan. .233 left to go in the period. Coleman Carey taking a bit of abuse, ends up losing the ball, and Gamble has it in the crease. Outlet got thrown away. Sebastian Simonson's going to get a freebie. Has to wait for some forward friends to hop out on the floor. Rebels 1 for 3 on the power play so far, but a penalty is coming up here, and I believe it's going to be on Wellner Bate. Aiden Wellner Bates getting dinged for the high sticking call in Fort Saskatchewan, another man advantage. And you can ding him up for a double minors, an unsportsmanlike got called as well. If there's one saving grace for VDF squad right now, it's that they've been as good shorthanded as on the power play so far. One shorty, only one power play goal against in this contest. Minute 50 left to go, period number 1. Baker now, he'll drive, couple of fakes, ball will get stopped by Pinch and it's at his feet. Darts one over to Gulka, good body position by Kohut, and Peterson will hold him up. 2 seconds to get it across the restraining line, and he won't do that. 10-second violation gets called on Caden Gulka as a good double team keeps the Rebels on the power play. Reed Lowe has Josh McCallion. Lefty strong look. Baker to the middle. Misses by a couple of feet. Peterson's inside. Save made by Pinch. Poked free, and now Reed Lowe's going to have to scramble for the loose ball. Reset coming. Calix Simonson hops on in favor of Jackson Baker. Kohut up top. Another lefty strong look. Kohut with a shot goes wide. Simonson inside, and Pinch with the save. Much to the pleasure of Luke Royer on that Warriors bench. Pass down low, and Reed Lowe gets stopped. Kohut off the reset. Behind the back, flip to no one. Down for Lowe. Pass for Peterson out in the middle, and he dropped the ball. Andrews loses one on the concrete. Kyler Andrews now gets wallpapered by Alex Zorniak. Now a back over gets called, and Andrews, I think, a little fluster after taking a big hit from Alex Zorniak. Kind of lost the eyesight of where he was at on the floor and ran it back over the restraining line. Ben Royer back on defense. 3 to shoot. Down to McCallion. Short side. One more save for Tate Pinch. He'll finish the period with 19 stops, and the Edmonton Warriors are up 4-2. I'll recap that period, take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, and more when we come back. It's Cody Jansen with you on CROW LAX TV. Welcome back inside the JRC. It's Cody Jansen with you on CROW LAX TV. The Edmonton Warriors leading the Fort Saskatchewan Rebels by a score of 4-2. Shots after 20 minutes of play, 20 for the Rebels and 14 for the Warriors. Tate Pinch was phenomenal in that opening frame for the Edmonton Warriors. Rebels will start the period on the power play. 1 for 4 on the manage so far, and Brendan on a Frychuk takes the draw against Fraser Barrett. We're back underway at the JRC. Warriors got goals in that first period. 2 from Dickin, 1 from Luke Royer, a shorty, and 1 from Brendan on a Frychuk. Rebels ended up getting goals from Josh McCallion and then Reed Lowe on the power play here. Pass back for Kohut. Goes off of his stick and bounces over. Low outside shot. Save made by Pinch. Pinch with the outlet for Rex Wolney. It was a little low, and now he'll control. Reed Lowe on the back check. Can't force the turnover. In front, Luke Royer looking for his second shorty of the game. Save made by Riker Gamble. Walsh picks it up and he'll run up the floor. The big man on defense. Rebels still have 50 seconds left on the power play. They'll need someone to step up offensively. 2 goals on 21 shots won't get it done, especially against a goalie like Tate Pinch. Here's Peterson trying to go 5-4. Pinch kicks it out with that left pat. Rebound grab by Gulka. Only 4 seconds to get it over. He's going to have to sprint or move the ball. And now they ended up resetting the shot clock, actually. Gave him a fresh one. Can't exactly say why, but they'll say he beat the 10 count. I trust the ref's count. Ben Royer. Benny runs it around. Hits Dewar. They can essentially eat the rest of the time on Wellner beats double minor. Ben Royer now. Low to low. Takes a hit from Zorniak. Save made by Gamble. Campbell now throws it away. Wellner Bate picks him off. Simonson inside. Back for Wellner Bate, and it ends up in his shorts. 1 extra pass by Simonson. And the Warriors don't convert on a golden opportunity. McKenzie grabs it in the crease. Lobs one for Longmire. He'll have to run down on it. Jaden Wibbs is back, and it's scooped by Brody Stachniak. Brody Stachniak now takes a hit from Longmire. He'll stay back on defense. Extended shift for the youngster. Graham Dickin trying to drive. Won't get the pick by Dewart. He's looking for, so they kick it back for Ben Royer. Simonson, the big lefty, on the run. Swim move, back pedal. Bounces this one wide, and it ends up in the tinfoil ceiling. Rebels control. It's down for the captain, Ethan Peterson. Peterson swings it over to Lowe. Lowe inside Pickering. Pickering back, intended for Baker. It's going to bounce past him. Peterson over to Pickering. Pickering's going to drive down. Pass through the slot, bounces through everyone, and Rex Wolney is there. Help comes in, and Christian Lanthier as well. Dewar all the way across. Lanthier still has it, and I'll wait for Ben Royer up top. 50 points on the season. Ben Royer, Dewar, Simonson, Dickin. Back over to Dewar. Quick stick attempt. The Ed Gamble beat, but he whiffed on it. Now the Rebels almost throw away another outlet pass. Fraser Barrett hits the pause button. Thought about running through the slot. Has Josh McCallion to help out. McCallion, flip back. Barrett, high shot blocked by Ben Royer. Coleman Carey hits Ben Royer. Stachniak's off the bench. Luke Royer's out to help, but Ben Royer decides to slow this one down. All the way back for Gamble. Gamble puts one on a rope for McKenzie. Wolney will defend. McKenzie trying to drive. Short side. Save made by Pinch. Ben Royer looking for someone to pass it to. Flip for Sebastian Simonson, and he stopped by Gamble. It's a little shades of someone named Ryan Keenan, who's good at that little twitch flip inside. Walsh is pushed back. Over to Lowe. He'll spin around Wolney. Lowe now driving the net, and he scores, but they'll say he was through the crease. I'd say close to call. Ref says no goal. They're a lot closer than I am. Matthew Vetch up the floor. Still a 4-2 game. 14:20 left to play in the middle frame. Pass for Peterson's behind him, and it's grabbed by Carey. Sloppy first 6 minutes of this second period. Friday night in the JRC on CROW LAX TV, and it's a busy weekend of lacrosse coming your way. Tomorrow afternoon from Edmonton, the Warriors take on the Beaumont Outlaws in the afternoon. Evening thriller, it's the Rebels and CROW. Here's Graham Dickett through the net. Shot goes high and wide. Then on Sunday, you got a good one in Beaumont, too, as the Outlaws and CROW battle for what could be that final playoff spot in the North. Van Reno rolls one over to Kohut, and it's in front of him. Grabbed by Gulka, and the turnover fest continues. Zorniak will defend. Warriors throw out the big guns. Here's Dickett trying to paint the top corner, but he whips it wide. Tate Pinch now steps out. Pass intended for Simonson, but it's going to be picked up. Reese Walsh pushed forward by Andrews. Walsh swings this one up top, and now Pennick might have a break. Grabbed by Kohut, gets through Simonson. Jackson Kohut walks it in. Lowe's on the crease, trying to tuck it over the shoulder. A pinch won't drop. Back over to Alex Zorniak, getting an offensive shift. Zorniak, Simonson, far side, goes wide. Back in the slot, and Simonson pokes it in the corner. On a fry check, throws this one away. Dickett bobbles the pass, settled down. Wellner bait, misses Dewar. Now the push in the back gets called. Vetch might have got a piece of that pass. It was over to Simonson. Royer, Dickett, save made by Gamble. Remember, Riker Gamble's the Tier 2 netminder. Got the call up this weekend. Drove up from Lloydminster to Fort Saskatchewan. Aaron pass, and Sebastian Simonson's got a break. Simonson scores on a breakaway. Sebastian Simonson has his first of the game, and it's 5-2 for the Warriors. Turnovers were bound to bite the Rebels in the rear end sooner rather than later, and Sebastian Simonson has his 13th of the season to extend the lead to 3. On a front check, wins it back to Gulka. Zorniak. He'll give Coleman Carey a couple of extra shots. 11:30 left to go in the period. Outside feed by, I believe that was Stachniak, found its way to Gamble. Zorniak trying to drive. Pardon me, that's Fraser Barrett. He'll draw a penalty as well. And it's going to be a holding call coming up. I believe Brody Stashniak, the guilty party in Fort Saskatchewan, going to the man advantage with 11-12 left to go in period 2. Rebels are 1 for 4 on the power play. Only 3 shots in half a period so far this frame. Kohut inside, trying to go glove side, misses wide. This is going to bounce right in front of the Warriors bench and all the way down to Gamble. Gamble, 10 on the shot clock for Kohut. He's got to go quick, 5 to shoot. Right low now, he'll drive, 1, got it on goal. Rebound comes back, and he's going to have to battle with a triple team if he wants the loose ball, and they're going to call the push on the Warriors. Edmonton not happy, maybe a little softer than you'd like on the penalty kill, but Fort Saskatchewan gets the reset. 80 on the man advantage. Peterson drops it. Kohut. Baker's up top. Reed low looking for a lane. Short side goes wide and it bounces out of play. Vetch puts it on the ground and Dane Menon now gets to run. Zorniak will defend as the two 12s chase each other around the floor. Ben Royer, the junior B trademarked 0. Sebastian Simonson, lone goal scorer this period. Walsh is on him. Simonson gets free. Down low feed. Gamble tried to catch it. And Vetch has the loose ball. Risky play there by Gamble, or if you leave it go by, it's probably a shot clock violation. Stuck his arm out trying to catch it and almost gave the Warriors another opportunity. Calix Simonson behind the net. 15 on the man advantage. Kohut out front. Save made by Pinch. And again, no ball movement, making it easy for him. Low. Simonson. Now Kohut's out in front. Can't handle the pass. McCallion in there as well, and it's poked forward. Longmire. It's McCallion. Shot clock got reset, but we're back to even strength. McCallion down for low, and he scores. Second goal waved off this period is Reed Lowe. Ends up beating Tate Pinch, but the ref says get back in play. Feed for Luke Royer. Rebels with possession. They'll run it in front of the penalty box. Fraser Barrett. Defended by Menon, and Barrett scores. Fraser Barrett by himself drives it towards the cage. Goes low on Tate Pinch. No doubt about it. It'll count, and it's 5-3. Fraser Barrett has his first of the season. And Fort Saskatchewan now trails by 2. Dickin for Dewar. Had some room. Good defense there by Ben Reynaud to step down on him. Ben Royer now inside feet. Trying to get cheeky with the little twitch pass. Royer's a guy who can rip the ball too. I don't think he'd mind seeing him shoot some of those. Had 5 points against the Rebels on Sunday. Down for Baker. He'll wait by the bench as McCallion cross the floor. Lowe's in the corner. A couple of goals have been waved out for Reed Lowe. Calix Simonson on the run. Passes around Gulka. Low, flip back to McCallion on the backhand, got the shot off, pinch with the save, and Calix Simonson has the rebound. To McCallion. Now the Rebels offense looks to be generating opportunities. Simonson takes a cross check off the side of the head, no call coming. Menon, backhand pass for Gulka. He'll roll off the hit from Longmire. Andrews up feet. Menon was there. It's going to bounce over the head, and Josh McCallion corrals it. Wild sequence ends up with Fort Saskatchewan having the ball. To Peterson. He'll try and drive through two defenders. Lost it, but he cuts through the crease, and now pinch. We'll settle it down. We'll have a word with the ref, and I think he's going to need his helmet to get fixed. Maybe a water break as well with 6:51. We'll step aside. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. CROW LAX TV, free lacrosse in the north all season long. We're back in 30 seconds. Back underway here at the JRC in Fort Saskatchewan. It's Cody Jansen with you on CROW LAX TV. Graham Dickin with the ball out for Royer, and he scores. Ben Royer got himself some space away from the defender, and he's got his first of the game to extend the lead back to 3. Wanted to see him shoot it a little bit more, and right there's the answer. Ben Royer drives out front, and he's able to go stick side. And Riker Gamble to make it a 6-3 game. Ben Royer, 22 on the season now. Graham Dickens' pass got knocked down, and here goes Vetch. Had a seat. Now they'll settle it down. McCallion got a pass, but Menon was on his back, and Kohut's got to find it off the wall. Jackson Kohut, flip for Baker. Had it somehow, and the defender soaks one in the leg. Kohut outside, 3 to shoot. Easy save by Pinch, and it's going to bounce in the crease. Lanthier. Stachniak hits Ben Royer. Warriors have 2 this period. 5:30 left to go. Dewart towards the net, short side. Had a little bit of room, but Gamble was able to sear off that right pipe. Simonson. Dewart, inside feed. Luke Royer was cutting through. Ball ends up behind Gamble. McKenzie had it, but a slashing call is coming, and it'll go against Ethan Hackett. The most dangerous power play in Tier 1 lacrosse gets their second opportunity of the game as Sebastian Simonson and company up by 3 head to the man advantage with 5:17 left in period number 2. Ben Royer's behind the net. Simonson up top. Down for Royer, looking for the quick stick. Luke Royer's got to pull it in. A dozen to shoot. Simonson backpedal. Dewart's got a lane, and it's inches wide of that far pipe. Run up the floor. Short-handed! Fort Saskatchewan finds their offense at unconventional places up the floor, and I believe that one's going to be coming Let's check the number on the bench here. Totally missed a number, but Fort Saskatchewan has their 4th of the game. It's Ben Reynaud who runs it up the floor. Top shelf on Tate pinch, perfectly placed. Grayson Albrecht. 2-goal game with 4:48 left to go in period number 2. Violation got called on a fry check. McCallion drops one off the bench. Warriors think it went into the bench. Refs say play on. McCallion now. Pass got picked off by Lanthier. Scrim shot. Gets out. Inside feet. Graham Dickin out to the net. Stopped by Campbell. Graham Dickin had the look he wanted, and the Rebels control, but now they got to get it over quick. 1 second to do so, and we're talking about milliseconds in time. Early shot, and Fraser Barrett scores. Another shorty for the Rebels, and they're down by 1. Back-to-back shorties for Fort Saskatchewan. And their goals are coming in unconventional ways. Fraser Barrett has his 2nd of the period, and it's a 1-goal game. Sebastian Simonson up top. He's got 20 seconds to work with on the power play. Dewar. Back to Luke Royer, looking for his 2nd. 1 to shoot. Dickin over to Luke Royer, and, well, I'm not sure it would have counted if it was on goal, but seconds late, Fort Saskatchewan escapes. Another transition opportunity. Hackett gets stopped. Ben Royer's got the loose ball. Out of town score update. Eric George has one more for the Miners, and they're up 5-4 in Calgary over the Mounties right now. Ben Royer to the net, steps in the crease, and the save was made anyways by Gamble. Seth McKenzie has Josh McCallion up top. Miller scrim shot, getting an offensive shift here as a righty. Peterson's got to peel back. All the way across to McCallion. 7 to shoot. Trying to go glove side again. This time pinch nose, and he takes that extra step out to the top of the arc. Carey with the outlet for Gelka. Gelka had 2 breakaways in that first period. Wasn't able to capitalize on either. But you gotta love seeing your defense generate those chances in transition. Sebastian Simonson, loose ball off the backboards. Walsh has to recover. Wellner baits out in front, fake, and he scores! Aiden Wellner bait restores the 2-goal lead. A beautiful dish by Sebastian Simonson, and it's Aiden Wellner bait to run himself to some open space in the slot. Short side fake, far side shot, and it's 7-5 Edmonton. Loose ball, battle won by Anna Freitschuk. Gelka, right side. Vetchel defend. Warriors back up by 2 here. 95 seconds to go in the period. Ben Royer pushed back by Zodiac. Now he takes a couple of extra cross checks. Royer's on the run. Over to Graham Dickens. Save made by Campbell. Reset comes. Now Pinch is going to the bench, so it'll be a 6-on-5. Delayed call coming up against Fort Saskatchewan. Ben Royer, he'll slow it down. Simonson over to Dickett. Short side, misses the net, and it bounces back. But the Rebels going to be shorthanded here. Third time in the game. Ryland Walsh heads to the sin bin, and it'll be a 5-minute major for high sticking. Well, now if you're the Edmonton Warriors, you don't want to say the game's on the line, but you can certainly put it out of reach. And you'd expect Vadiep and Graydon Cornfield's side to do so. Warriors going to use their timeout. 59 seconds left to go in period number 2. We'll step aside and come back with the period 2 finale on CROW LAX TV. .59 seconds left in period number 2 at the JRC in Fort Saskatchewan. It's Cody Jansen with you on CROW LAX TV. Warriors heading to the power play up by 2. Sebastian Simonson up top. It's a lefty strong look. Ben Royer's behind the net. He'll fake and walk it out front. Defender bit. Over to Dickett. Lane to shoot. Save made by Campbell. Zorniak has it, and he'll use a timeout to draw up a play here for the Rebels. Wise to do so. I believe they gave him the reset as well. And now Darren Bray and company can drop an escape route. Back off the reset, 45 seconds left to go in period at number 2. Rebels are short-handed, and they'll give it to Jackson Kohut. Little toe drag to run it up the floor, and he throws the truck stick into Andrews. Kohut stands up his defender. He'll drive the net. Lost it there on the fake, and now it's Rex Wolney to run in transition. Warriors power play 0 for 2 so far in the game, and they've given up 2 shorties. Can they turn the tide? Ben Royer, 15 seconds. Hidden ball trick up top. Simonson has it. He'll throw it for Dewar. Back to Simonson. 7 to fire. Simonson, Dewar, far side save made by Campbell. Rebound launched down the floor, and Fort Saskatchewan escapes a minute of power play time by the Warriors. They still have to kill off 4 when we come back for period number 3 on CROW LAX TV. Welcome back inside the Jubilee Recreation Center. It's Cody Jansen with you on CROW LAX TV. Fort Saskatchewan down by 2 here. Have to kill off a 4-minute minor. But Carter Albrecht's telling me the boys are fired up and good to go here for the Rebels. It'll be Bairden on a fry chuck on the draw. Warriors get possession. Andrews with it. Rebels out shooting the Warriors, 32-27. Power plays have been the big issue, though. 1 for 6 for the Rebels. 0 for 2 are the Warriors. Major penalty called against Ryland Walsh, and that's where he sits to start the period. Graham Dickin early look. Save made by netminder Riker Gamble. Now it's Alex Zorniak in transition. Zorniak looking for the Rebels' third shorty. Kick saved by Pinch. Zorniak's got to track it down, and Liam Pennick will defend. Throws it for McCallion. McCallion takes one on the blind side. Still holds on to the ball, though. 20 on the shot clock to kill. McCallion trying to direct traffic. Still holding on to it. Now he lost it. Wolney's going to push this one forward, but a call is coming. Too many men on the floor is the call, is the Warriors. I believe, at least. Well, it looked like they had 6, but nonetheless, we'll play 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes here in the JRC, pending other penalties, that is, of course. Baker with it, down for Lowe. Lowe's got McCallion in a 2-man game. Bouncer on net. McCallion looking for the rebound. Cohunt's got it. Jackson Cohunt now out in front, and he scores. Tiptoes the crease and punches one in the back of the net. It's a 1-goal game. Jackson Cohunt has his 8th of the season. And the Fort Saskatchewan Rebels are down 7-6. It won't count as a shorty, but it's their 3rd goal of the game they've scored when they only have 4 players on the floor. Graham Dickett whips it over to Sebastian Simonson. Simonson laying down for Ben Royer. Drop the pass. Dewart's got the loose ball. 4 to shoot. Dickett now lets it go. Outside, Scrimshaw corrals the rebound. Scrimshaw with the outlet. Reno leaves it for Peterson. McCallion now goes short side and scores. Tie ball game. Josh McCallion has his 2nd of the game. Caught Tate Pinch biting, thinking about far side. Josh McCallion pulls it short side, and we're knotted at 7 in the JRC. Josh McCallion now up to 15 on the season. On a fry check, running away from Zorniak. Pass down for Wellner Bate. Picked up the loose ball off the boards. Luke Royer's in tight. 1 on a stick. Call coming. Got a shot off. Save made by Gamble, but the Warriors going back to the power play. They'll have a 4-on-3 for 25 seconds, and then it'll be a 5-on-3. So Fraser Barrett is heading to the sin bin. 4-on-3 look. Josh Stewart will be up top. Graham Dickens, your other righty. Sebastian Simonson, Ben Royer are the lefties on the floor. Simonson has Royer all alone. Nothing but time. Couple of fakes, and he's pushed into the crease by Scrimshaw. Now Longmire's got to run away from Dickens. He'll get through there, and Dane Menon will hound him. Longmire still with it. Holding on to it, and I think he'll be happy to eat the 15 seconds, but he loses himself on the restraining line. Cuts back, and that's multiple times we've seen that this game, where the penalty killer doesn't know where to run, and they get called on the back over. I guess over and back's probably the proper term. Dewar, 5-on-3. Dixon's in tight, and he's stopped by Campbell. 16:30 left to go in period number 3. 30 seconds left on this 5-on-3 penalty kill. Miller Scrimshaw, the assistant captain, with it. Trying to avoid a double team. Over to Jackson Kohut. He's going to run this one down. A dozen left on the shot clock to kill. Kohut on the run. 6 to shoot. Now the triple team comes in. Ball's on the ground. And the Warriors, well, you got two guys piled on each other back there in Stachniuk and Andrews, but they get it back. It'll be a 5-on-4 in a second. Is getting out of the box now is Ryland Walsh. Simonson, Dewar. Luke Royer. 10 on the shot clock. Dewar down to Dickens. Simonson's out in front and he scores. Sebastian Simonson on the power play regains the lead for the Warriors. First power play goal of the game for Edmonton as Sebastian Simonson has his second of the night. .42 left to go in period number 3 here on CROW LAX TV. It's a close one at the JRC. Calix Simonson, Brendan Onofrychuk at the dot. Rebels control, and it's the rookie who wins the loose ball battle. Don't forget, if you're enjoying free lacrosse all season long on CROW LAX TV, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube page. Pickering pulls back after the fake. Has the captain Peterson up top. Kohut feeling it. Save made by Pinch, and it falls into his pads. And here to do it. Graham Dickett, couple of goals in the first period, nothing since. Wellner Bate now. He scored in the second. Wellner Bate thought about driving. Pushed back by Hackett. Luke Royer, 10 to shoot. Handcuffs Dewart, who then handcuffs Stachniuk. Wellner Bate now bounces one as the shot clock's expiring. Fraser Barrett runs it up the floor. Little hidden ball trick there. Simonson finds McCallion. McCallion to low, far side, save made by Pinch. McCallion out. Same attempt to go glove side, won't go. It's off the glass and stays in. Menon has Pennick up the floor. Trying to throw it, it's behind him, and now Pennick cuts through the crease. And if you're the Rebels, you just let them have it, because then they got to blow it down. Instead, Zordiak grabs the loose ball. Alec Zordiak, the rookie, turns on the burners. Gets help from Ethan Peterson. Peterson, 33 points this season coming into tonight's contest. Jackson Baker outside, into the slot. Baker on the fadeaway. Pickering. Kohut. Shot got blocked. Caught clean by Jaden Wibbs. Graham Dickin now through the middle. Ball went off of Vetch. Almost went back to Dickin, and now it's going to grab it off the boards. Luke Royer scans the floor. Simonson keeps it hot for Ben Royer. Dickin now. He'll drive by himself. Twister bounces wide. Not a bad look by Graham Dickin there, but the twister goes wide and bounces out of play. Rebels control down by 1, less than 13 to play in regulation. Calix Simonson up top for Fraser Barrett. 2 goals in the game for the defender. Reed Lowell shoot, trying to go high 5-hole. Save made by Pinch. Loose ball grabbed by Andrews. Andrews around Barrett. Has Ben Royer up in transition. Reese Walsh shall now defend Andrews. Walsh and Zorniak get pushed back. Simonson, the Warriors' lone goal scorer this period. Dewart's got a lane to the net, and it's over. Josh Dewart had a look. Shot went wide, and he got thrown to the ground, so we'll get a wipe of the floor here with 12-12 left to go in period 3. Back underway here at the JRC. Take a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Junior A circuit, the Edmonton Miners and Calgary Mounties are tied at 6. Junior B circuit, the Calgary Junior B Mountaineers up 11-3 on the Calgary Shamrocks. So we got an upset brewing in the Junior B circuit. I think we do. Here it's 8-7 though for the Edmonton Warriors. 11:40 left to go in period number 3. Call coming against Fort Saskatchewan. 6-on-5 right now for Edmonton. Well, they're banked. Simonson, 5 to shoot. Back for Dewar. In tight over to Royer. Save made by Gamble. But a slashing call coming against Ethan Peterson with 11:29 left to go in period 3. Warriors have 1 goal on the power play already. Graham Dickens in the corner. Swing pass for Ben Royer. He'll draw play. Luke Royer has Simonson. Simonson scants. Down for grip. Dickin out in front. Luke Royer got stopped, and then he cuts through the crease. Graham Dickin switched to play behind the net, usually where Ben Royer likes to set up. Zorniak. Pardon me, it's Barrett. Runs it up the floor. Hits low. Doesn't kill. Fraser Barrett now takes a big cross check from Gulka. Pushed out by Wolney. Still has it. 5 to shoot. Easy save for Pinch, and the penalty kill continues for Fort Saskatchewan. They've killed off 9 minutes in penalty time already. Only been scored on once on the power play. Hidden ball trick. Ben Royer, crease side. Luke Royer's with him. Simonson. Back to Dewart inside. Luke Royer's all alone and he's stopped by Campbell. You see Ben Royer wait for it to bounce outside of the crease. You can't grab it inside. Veteran move right there. In front, Dewart's all alone. Trying to pull it cross body, won't drop. Simonson, 12 to shoot. Luke Royer inside again. One more time and he scores. Luke Royer on the power play, and it's a 9-7 game. Second power play goal of the game for Edmonton, and they're up by 2 with 9:47 left to go in period 3. McCallion down for Zorniak. Getting the offensive shift. Jackson Baker fires and scores. He let it go from Sherwood Park, and the lead's cut in half. There's about 20 coaches in the RMLL who would say that's not the wisest shot choice. Jackson Baker doesn't care. He rips one home, top shelf over Tate Pinch, and it's a 9-8 game. .905 left to go in period 3. Van Royer trying to cut around Vetch. Back for Dickett. He'll spin out. Wellner Bate now low to low and he scores. Aiden Wellner Bates got 2 and the Warriors have 10. Silencing the crowd here in the JRC. Aiden Wellner Bate with his second of the game. Leads back up to 2 for Edmonton. 8:35 left to go in period number 3. Simonson for Dewar. Luke Royer once again got free in the slot. Took a couple of hacks and another call is coming. It'll be a high stick on Fraser Barrett and the Edmonton Warriors. Back to the power play here in period number 3. .10 minutes in penalty success to the Rebels here. That they've had a kill in period number 3. For how much time that's been this period? Well, there's only 8 minutes left to go in regulation. Ben Royer flips it inside. Dewart's there, and he steps in the crease. Outlet's going to go down. Pinch will scoop it up out of the corner. .90 seconds to work with on the Warriors power play. Graham Dickens down there. 2 goals on the man advantage for Edmonton this evening. One came from Luke Royer, the other came from Sebastian Simonson. Dewar looking for the third. Save made by Riker Gamble, the affiliate netminder, giving the Rebels a chance here. Now he tries to throw it. They'll call 10 seconds, even though Ben Royer got his stick on the netminder in Gamble. But they'll say he took too long. Simonson for Dickin. Back to Dickin, takes the shot. Gamble with the save. Rebounds popped in the air and grabbed by Hackett, who gets taken down. Ben Royer jogs behind the net. Over to Dickin. Quick stick. Whiffs on the one-timer. Ball's in the air. Luke Royer down the highway, and he's laid out in front by Hackett. Simonson, 5 to shoot. Hackett got his stick in the way, and now they gave him a reset. And the Rebels didn't have possession. It's a wise call by Ref Reed. And the Rebels will get possession here. 15 seconds left in the kill. Airmail. McCallion can't pick it up. Warriors struggle to grab it. Coleman carry is up, but they'll slow it down, and Jaden Wibbs waits for a little bit of help. Dewar, defended by Barrett. Couple of junior A minor affiliates. Here's Graham Dickin to the net. Shot wide. Ben Royer battles for the rebound. Behind the back pass for Dewar. He's hit hard by Zorniak. Late shot on goal. Gamble with the save, and they get the reset. Now it's back to Royer. Late shot by Wellner Bate. And this is going to cause a little bit of mayhem here as Rylan Walsh tosses Wellner Bate to the ground. Ref will give him the pin against the glass, and we'll see what calls come out of it. Reese Walsh and Wellner Bates are having words, and Wellner Bates going to get a 10 out of this. I believe we'll be playing 4-on-4 out of all of this. Well, wait for the penalties to end up on the clock, though. With Wellner Bate taking the second penalty, probably should be Rebels ball, but I think they're signaling for a face-off. I guess since the last penalty would have been a 10-minute misconduct, it makes sense, and the refs are probably making the right decision here. Out-of-town scoreboard update. The Miners and Mounties at the Stoop apart, still tied at 6 apiece. About 2 minutes to go there in regulation. So Barrett on a Frychuk will meet one more time at the dot, and it's Brendan on a Frychuk who gets the better of him. Little fake pass across. He's got Simonson and Ben Royer as the lefties. 4-on-4 on the floor. Plenty of space out there. Nice little nifty flick. Dewar with the shot, and the save is made by Gamble. Now Zorniak called to the ground. Never had possession. Refs will let him play on here. No penalties against the Warriors yet in period number 3. Simonson trying to get around Scrimshaw. Now he throws a wild pass and it got picked off. Fraser Barrett wants to run. He's got Peterson with him. McCallion's off the bench. Kohut's up top. Pass intended for Kohut. Now the Rebels have 5 on the floor. Lowe's inside and he scores! The Rebels had 5 on the floor. I believe this goal is going to get called off. I have zero clue what the rule book's going to tell us on this, but if the refs let him play on and it was a goal, I don't think you're too happy if you're a Warriors fan in this instance. And now they'll say it's no goal. So they'll call him for too many men on the floor. They missed it live, but they congregated after the fact and they called it. I'm not sure if you can officially call that back or not, but the refs say you can. So Fort Saskatchewan still down by 2 with 4:58 left to go in period number 3. Coach Blanchard having a word with the refs. I don't think he's too happy about the call, and frankly, I don't blame him. But I think end of the day, the right call was made, and now 4-on-4 resumes with the Edmonton Warriors getting possession. Dewar drives back for on a fry check. They'll keep him out on offense here in case they got to transition back to defense. Ben Royer thrown down into the crease by Ben Reynaud. Now it's Reynaud with it, trying to outrun Luke Royer. He'll get past on the penalty box and then lost the ball. Luke Royer has it, and he's run into the ground. Jackson Baker steps into him. Back for Sebastian Simonson up top. Warriors get a 4th on the floor. They almost had too many off that change. And then they're running a man short. Simonson down for Royer. All alone, and he's stumped by Campbell. Under 4 to play in regulation. Out to Simonson. He'll flip it back. Luke Royer's there. Ball ends up on the ground, and it's grabbed by Rylan Walsh. Rylan Walsh has McKenzie up on a break. Seth McKenzie, and he's stopped by Pinch. On the breakaway, Tate Pinch gets the better of Seth McKenzie. .320 to go. Warriors up by 2. Simonson defended by Longmire. Down for Dickett. 3 on the shot clock. Ben Royer has to let it fly. It's a low one on Campbell, and he sits on it. Simonson and Albrecht having a couple of words. Gloves will stay on. Fraser Barrett. McCallion in the slot. Kicks it back for Reed Lowe. Reed Lowe to Barrett, and it's stopped by Pinch. Reed Lowe, I believe, has had 3 goals called off in this game alone. That's your difference maker right there. 2:30 left to go in period number 3. Now a hard pick set by Dickett. Not a penalty. Josh McCallion runs it up. He'll be defended by Brody Stachniak. No Xander Maxwell for the Rebels. Also no Nolan Eastwood. Had a hat trick on Sunday when the Rebels beat the Warriors. Peterson, low bouncer, goes wide. McCallion on the rebound. Kick saved by Pinch. Gulka jogs it up the floor. Caden Gulka now pushed back by Walsh. Ben Royer, 8 on the shot clock. Happy to use it all. Royer zips one across. Too hot to handle for Graham Dickett. Riker Gamble is going to be going for runs now. 6-on-5. Goalies on the bench. Rebels down by 2 here at the JRC. McCallion for Lowe. All the way across. Quick stick. High and wide. Brought down by Lowe again. 8 to shoot. Kohut all the way back to Pickering. He can't get the quick stick up. Peterson's got it. 2 to fire. Kohut bouncer goes wide. Rebels will have to get Riker Gamble out on the floor, and we got 2 balls hopping around here. 57 seconds left to go in period number 3. Graham Dickin looking for the insurance marker. Dewitt's inside, and he's stopped. Dewar found himself free, and Gamble makes the save. Back to a 6-on-5. McCallion stripped on the run. Back is on a fry check to defend. It'll bounce past Menon. Fraser Barrett on the spin. Scores! Fraser Barrett has the hat trick, and it's a 1-goal game with 29 seconds left to go in regulation. Tate Pinch comes out for the loose ball, scoops it on the spin. He puts it backhand behind Tate Pinch, and it's a 10-9 game. .29 seconds left. It's all in the face-off. Barrett wins, Vetch controls, and the Rebels get their timeout in. Down by 1 with 27 seconds left in period number 3. Fraser Barrett with his third of the game has brought us back within 1 as Darren Beret and company will drop a play. Third meeting of the season between these two teams. Edmonton won the first 19-11. Fort Saskatchewan up 12-1 the second, 12-8. And now the Warriors are up 10-9 in the third meeting. Fort Saskatchewan without their starting goaltender tonight as Bowen Carpenter was a scratch pre-game. Jackson Kohut up the floor. 6-on-5. Gamble's on the bench. Baker down to Lowe, short side. Save made by Pinch. Pickering's got the loose ball. McCallion with it. A dozen left in regulation. Here's Peterson inside. Save made by Pinch. Loose ball battle. Peterson can't get to it. Kohut's in. And Gulka is going to control. Now on a fry check. He'll grab onto Peterson. It'll be Warrior possession with 3 seconds left. And they can essentially run out the clock. So Ethan Peterson's the only one getting a call out of it. And the Rebels will be shorthanded for the 5th time this period. They had to kill off a 4-minute penalty to start the period. And since then, they've been given 8 minutes in penalty minutes. And the Edmonton Warriors are going to run out the clock here. Back for Edmonton, and that's the ball game. 10-9, the final score. Edmonton moves to 8-2 on the season. Fort Saskatchewan falls to 8-3. Don't forget, tomorrow afternoon, we got more action coming live from Edmonton at the Bill Hunter Arena. The Edmonton Warriors will take on the Beaumont Outlaws just after 2 o'clock. And then the evening one, it's the best rivalry in Tier 1. Fort Saskatchewan Rebels, St. Albert CROW will be on the call, and it's getting underway just after 8 o'clock. There's also a senior game on CROW LAX TV. It's the Rebels and the Rocky View Knights starting at 5. For myself, Cody Jansen, Brandon Douglas, our camera operator, and everyone else at CROW LAX TV. Enjoy your Friday night. Final score 10-9. The Edmonton Warriors are victorious at the JRC.